How do you avoid getting blinded while shooting in the dark? With this thing. Let's go. This is the ASR flash suppressor. It's a great mounting system for suppressors, but it's also so much more than that. It's made by Silencerco, and it's part of their ASR line of muzzle devices. ASR stands for Active Spring Retention, which is Silencerco's proprietary suppressor mounting system. This flash suppressor mounts onto your firearms, and it essentially acts as a base for the mounting of a number of Silencerco suppressors. Not only is it a mount for the suppressors, but it also makes mounting the suppressors very easy, one-handed screw-on, screw-off kind of operation. This also makes it easy to move suppressors from one firearm to another. Silencerco says that this muzzle device will mount to most of its ASR suppressors. This ASR flash suppressor is available in a number of popular thread pitch and caliber combinations, including half by 28 for 5.56, 5/8 by 24 for 30 cal, and half by 36 for 9mm. The version that we have here is the half by 28 model for 5.56, which will be mounted on my 10.5-inch AR pistol. MSRP for the ASR flash suppressor is $92, and it can be bought right from the Silencerco shop. But if you look around, you can find it for slightly less than that. I got this one for $80 at Brownells. We're going to open up the bag, but first, here is the part number for you all, in case you wanted that. Now, inside the bag, you've got the flash suppressor itself, and they include a small tube of rock set for you to use during the installation. There's no shim for timing included with the flash suppressor. It just screws down onto the barrel as far as it'll go. If you get the ASR muzzle brake, that one does need to be timed, and that does include some shims for you to use to get everything aligned correctly. Anyway, after you get this thing screwed down, it's just a matter of torquing this down. I'm going to do this to about 25 foot-pounds because Silencerco says between 20 and 30. And then you heat up the parts to allow the rock set to activate and cure. So like I mentioned, this is going on my 10.5-inch AR pistol, but I've got actually another barrel here to use just to kind of demo this for you all. I'm going to screw this on. This, like I said, there's no washers or anything to time this. It just screws on like this, and you screw it all the way down until it touches down. Here we go. It's also got some flats machined into it, kind of right here and on the other side. So you can get a wrench on there and really crank it down, torque it down. Like I said, I'm going to do it to about 25 foot-pounds. Silencerco recommends between 20 and 30. Okay, just a little side note here, because they throw in rock set. The rock set really makes this install bomb-proof if you use it, but if you plan on switching this guy out, or you just want to try it out for a couple shots or something, you might want to skip the rock set. It needs to get really, really hot to be removed, and you might be better off just sticking with red Loctite, since that doesn't need to get quite as hot to take off. While the ASR is a great mounting point for suppressors, the main reason that I picked this up is because it's also a very capable flash suppressor in its own right. What does a flash suppressor do, though? Well, at its core, a flash suppressor is a muzzle device that reduces the visual signature of your firearm by modifying how exhaust gases exit the barrel. They do this by allowing the exiting gases to cool down as they exit the muzzle, reducing the likelihood that they'll ignite and cause a flash. Most of them do this by leaving large open areas for the outside air to mix while the exiting gases come out from the barrel, and they usually use prongs or tines like this to do it. The tines make room for the outside air to move in and mix with the exiting gases, cooling them down. One side effect of using tines as a means of flash suppression that some like me find annoying, though, is the distinct and very loud sometimes ping noise that is coming out of this each time that a shot is fired. This is a result of the tines making sort of a tuning fork effect as they vibrate with the pressure of the gases that pass by. See if I can... There, you can hear that. The remedy for this in the past was filing these tines down to make them different lengths, or by connecting them physically, kind of like an A2 birdcage flash suppressor does. Silencerco saves you this step by making the tines of the ASR flash suppressor slightly different right from the factory, and I'll show you that. As I rotate it around, you can see that each one of these is ever so slightly a different length from the other ones. And this, as advertised, prevents any ping. So that is the practical, tactical, quick review of the Silencerco ASR flash suppressor. It's a great way to mount suppressors, but it's also a very good flash suppressor in its own right. If you liked what you saw and you're interested in picking one up, check out the link in the description. I'll leave a link there for where I got this at Brownells, and also the Silencerco shop itself. There'll also be a link in the description to the Practical Tactical blog, which will have a lot more practical information that I think you're going to like. Stay tuned, because the next video we've got is a complete review on the main component in the budget PCC build, the Foxtrot Mike Products FM9 Complete Upper Receiver. That's all I've got for you this time, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and to ring that bell on your way out. Till next time, stay safe.